What is going on, everyone? Such a weird week and a weird vibe for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're coming off of that Thursday night game, so they have an extra couple days there as a break. And then, to make things worse, you're going to play the New York Jets, the dumpster fire of an organization, the New York Jets, the horrendous football team, the New York Jets. And they don't even have Sam Darnold because he's out with sickness. They're working with their third-string quarterback. It's such a weird vibe. There wasn't much juice going into it, and there still really isn't. You just expect this team, this Philadelphia Eagles team, to dominate, destroy them, abuse them, kick their ass. That's what you expect, and it should happen. You know what else should happen? You taking my free money. Use the promo code BRODES for $20 off of your SeatGeek's total purchase. Get yourself to a game now. But seriously, listen, without Sam Darnold in the mix, which they thought there would be a chance, but it has been reported he is out, and they're going with their third-string quarterback, the Jets have a 0% chance of winning this football game. There's just no way. This isn't a trap game in between Green Bay and Minnesota. This is a crap game. That's what this is. It's not a trap game, it's a crap game. Because the Eagles are so much better than them. So much better than them. Way more talent than them. Way more structure than them. It shouldn't even be close. Now, we haven't seen this team literally go out there and just crush a team and put them away early, put your Timberland boot on their throat and step down. We haven't seen this team do that. Well, here's your chance. I don't care that our DBs are the worst in football. I don't care that we're playing Craig James. I don't care that stats will tell you in the passing game we have the worst team in football in terms of defending the pass. I don't care. We have enough to literally take their souls right from the jump. It shouldn't even be a question. This game shouldn't even be a question. I don't want to see a 10-0 lead for the Jets early and then the Eagles fight back in the second half. No, and that shouldn't be acceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable. These players have to be mentally ready to go out there and play a bad football team. Give 180%, even though you're going out there and playing a team that is so much worse than you. I want to see a full package. Run the ball, Doug. Don't get too pass happy. I expect Doug maybe to get a little too pass happy with Carson, trying to abuse some of their bad players, trying to attack their defense. I don't want him to get all happy and crazy. Just put together a nice game plan. Run the ball. Keep the ball in our possession. Run the ball. Throw the ball here and there. Play action. Put together a good game. Don't get too pass happy because of your opponent. Defensively, though, there's one thing that I want to see out of this team, and I want to see this defensive line attack the offensive line. The Jets have a bad offensive line. We need to see Fletch get going. We need to see some of these guys get going. I talked about this on my podcast with Philly 500. We've actually been getting pressure on the quarterback, statistically. But in terms of sacks, we haven't been able to get there. Now, someone pointed out to me, well, why don't you look at our corners and say that's the reason? Well, that's not necessarily totally true. It's true to an extent, yeah. But we also have guys like Brandon Graham, who, when you look at his numbers, sacks don't flash. He's just a good player when it comes to getting pressure. There are players out there on the defensive line and in the defensive front that's what they're good at. They don't get sacks, but they're just good at pressuring. We don't have big-time sack guys. We expect Derek Barnett to be that. We definitely expect Fletcher Cox to be more productive than he has been. Well, here's an opportunity. Here's an opportunity to get some rhythm, get some mojo, get some confidence, and attack that offensive line and get to that quarterback that doesn't have much hope, okay, who doesn't have much experience in the NFL. He's not good. Not good. I want a fast start. Listen, normally when I do a preview video, I got my notes all written out. We need to do this. We need to attack that. They're good at this. We need to abuse that. I got one big section highlighted right here. And you know what it says? Ass kicking. I want an ass kicking. It shouldn't be that hard. When you look at Vegas, we're favored about 2 touchdowns. I'm not a big spread guy. If the numbers are too big, I normally stay away from that, but that's very telling. And that spread was actually given with Sam Darnold's health up in the air. Well, it has been confirmed before I recorded this video that Sam Darnold is out. And they were hoping that he'd be back, but whatever they looked at was still enlarged, so he was not clear to play. And even if Sam Darnold was in the game, I wouldn't have been afraid. They aren't that great of a team. Their one big weapon is who? Oh, that's right, Le'Veon Bell. Well, what do we do that's so successful as a defense? What do? We stop the run. We stop the run. So their best weapon is what we're great at stopping. Now, he is very good and very versatile coming out of the backfield, making plays happen in the catching game. So, he is good at that. But once again, who's throwing him the football now? I might be able to do a better job. You might have Broads out there behind center, under center, making plays happen, throwing some dimes. Better than what they have out there. And also, I hate their head coach. He's a loser. Adam Gase. He's a loser. I don't understand how you would hire this guy. He reminds me of Chip Kelly. He wants all the moves to be made from him. He's got this cockiness to him. Like, what have you done in this league? He's such a joke. I hated him in Miami, and for the Jets to hire him too. Come on. What has he ever done? He wants all the power. And I know coaches are like that these days, but really? This guy's a bum. Anyway, I digress. I know that we're sloppy right now in the backfield. I get it. In the secondary with our defensive backs, I get it. We are going to have to overcome that. We should be able to overcome that this week. You keep hearing the reports about Jalen Ramsey. I'm in the mindset now that we're just not going to get him. The Jags are saying they're going to keep him. They don't want to get rid of him. Some people think that that's all crap. Like, listen, that's the ownership over there trying to get Howie Roseman to offer more than a first and a second. Maybe it is, but I do firmly believe that the Jags do not want to get rid of this guy. Like, why would you want to get rid of the best cornerback in the league? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. I would look a different direction. Because as much as I want Ramsey, giving up a lot of assets and then giving up a ton of cap space in the future, it's a lot. It's changing your entire scheme moving forward. You have a game plan down the road, right? As a GM, it's not just about this year. You have the next 6 years planned out with your cap. Ramsey would change everything, and I'm not saying I wouldn't want him, but there are other directions to go where you can help this team out now, and you will still have availability in the future to make moves as well to help out. And yes, Chris Harris is one of them. And yes, there are other DBs out there. I would start to look towards that because we're going to need it moving forward. I don't want to overlook this game, but you have Minnesota, and they have weapons. Now, their weapons aren't happy right now. If you heard Diggs' quotes and you heard Thielen's quotes about, maybe a certain quarterback. But we have better teams coming. But as for this game, listen, no Deshaun Jackson. Okay, that shouldn't be a big deal. Banged up secondary shouldn't be a big deal. I want to see at some point the lead be so big that maybe J.J. Arcega-Whiteside gets a little bit of time out there. Maybe he sees some more field, gets some more experience. Because I haven't really seen much that I liked. I expected way more out of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Well, maybe here's a chance the lead's so big he can go out there and run some routes. Like, I want it to be to that degree. I want it to be to that extent. A pure domination. And it should be. Like, there's no reason in the world that the Jets should ever be in this game. It shouldn't be 24-20 with a quarter to go. It shouldn't be 24-17 with a quarter to go. I want to see this Eagles offense put up at least 35 points. And I want to see this defense hold. Look who's throwing the ball for the Jets. I don't care if I'm playing DB. I talked about playing quarterback. If I'm playing DB, I could probably come up with an interception against this guy. Don't make this close. Don't make this interesting. Kick ass, as we see here in my notes. Kick ass. And I'm not asking too much. The Jets have no wins. They have no structure. They have no quarterback. They have no defense. They have no offensive line. Do I need to say more? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.